Zombusters is an isometric wave-based arena shooter where you appropriately bust zombies, and occasionally minotaurs for some reason. You choose from one of 4 visually distinct but mechanically identical characters, grab a friend, and point your right stick at your enemies. Then they die. It's a tried and true formula. This title's a whopping 12 years old, but was remade for PC at the turn of the decade. So how's the port job? Very lousy. One of the lousiest. This game is prone to both soft and hard crashes. The controller support is completely broken, which is extra laughable since this was originally released on Xbox. The second player can't switch their own weapons manually, and if you play in full screen, all the collision physics completely bug out, rendering the game unplayable. It's pretty terrible. But surely, aside from that, Zombusters has an immutable core. Something enduring, which is so enjoyable that it offsets the port's jank? Well, no. The game itself is just as broken. The geometry is sticky, sucking you in and gluing you to it while the zombies freely clip through the same obstacles. The shotgun and flamethrower are functionally useless due to their low DPS, making half of the game's arsenal pointless. Oh, and one of the levels has overlapping graphical assets and non-existent collision. I'm not sure how it got released in that state. But even outside of all that, the game design proper just isn't any good. There are only 4 enemies to contend with on the 2+ hour journey, and they're not distinctive enough to matter. Most of the game is dead easy, but when the difficulty does ramp up, it's just because they gave your foes more hit points, forcing a sense of unearned tension. And there aren't even any real consequences to dying most of the time. So outside of particularly bad levels where the geometry is extra naughty, it's not a challenging experience. This is one of the most repetitive, mind-numbing, soul-crushing games I've played yet. It's absent of any creative spark, and its joyless abandon is so profound that I felt myself in awe. Completing Zombusters is an odyssey. It is an epic of unfathomable drudgery, the likes of which will test your mental fortitude. Basically, it's awful, and I really don't think most anyone would enjoy it.